One of the toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to the home of the Colorado Buffaloes, Boulder, Colorado. As we'll see a playoff team from last year, the Hawaii Rainbow Warriors, taking on a team from the Big 12, the Colorado Buffaloes. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. And the Buffaloes will get us started with the opening kickoff. Here he comes from midway in the end zone. Nothing wrong with the touchback, and they wish they had one right now, but he stopped at the 9-yard line. Three tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. Try to get it to the edge. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one. Let's take a second to think about Hawaii. They've done a really good job in high school recruiting. Just last week, a commitment from a big-time 4-star defensive back. David, what does a commitment like that do for the program?
I mean, so exciting. Like, once you start creating momentum in recruiting, it's really fun to watch it. And getting a guy like that in the back end, in the secondary, that's so important to your defense, man, does it get you excited. And other guys now say, hey, I might want to go play with that cat.
Davis will throw. Rushes on him. And the sack all the way back at the 5.
And they get to the quarterback and get the sack. That's a big emphasis for this defense. They saw a week ago, this offense gave up 3 sacks. They need to get to him early and often and create some indecision. Nice job getting a sack early in this football game.
Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. Makes the grab on the left. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
And you thought for a second that is exactly what this offense wanted, right? Get the ball out of your own end zone. The running back gets it, gets some yards, but he coughs the football up on a horrible spot on the field. And now this defense is set up with great field position.
They get him stopped, but those feet kept moving until he was down to the 5.
Really nice first down run, and you're seeing why this running back is an every down type back. He can run between the tackles, he can run outside, he can catch the football, he can block. This guy can do it all.
2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Let's go. They'll give it to the back. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. Trying to pick it up on the ground. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Bucs!
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Hawaii offense returns to the field. That last fumble proved to be costly as they cashed it in for a touchdown.
Yeah, and so this defense now is...
Breaks into the open. Lowers that shoulder, delivers the blow. He'll work and weave his way all the way up to the 45 before going out of bounds. With that last catch, he now breaks the 1,500-yard mark for his career.
And that's a pretty good accomplishment, man. Hitting 1,500 yards, that speaks to your consistency, your durability, and your playmaking ability, Palmer, to consistently make plays. Because when you got those guys, as a quarterback, you find them.
It's pretty nice. 1,500 yards, obviously a great number. The cool thing about him, though, he doesn't care about the stats. This guy just wants to win week in, week out. He's hungry, and he's made plays throughout his career.
Offense set on first down. Davis looking to pass. Caught in the backfield, it's Russell. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
Not difficult, not complicated, but early in the game, get in that rhythm. Find that timing with your wide receiver so you're set up for success. Then you go attack deep later on.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Wants to go up top. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. And the pass is incomplete, but there is a flag down on the play. Let's see what that's about. They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with the results of the play. They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on 3rd and long from the 41. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Got his man to the left. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36.
That's got to feel really good for this quarterback. It's early in the game, so these third downs are big. You're trying to get your offense into a rhythm and a flow. Nice job reading the defense. A beautiful pass.
He's got an open man. And they picked up 9 on first down. It'll bring up 2nd and short.
Who says in the RPO pass game you can't throw anything vertically downfield, right? Doesn't all have to be screens and throws to the line of scrimmage. There's a good example of a quarterback pushing the ball vertically downfield after the play fake to the running back.
Davis will throw. Quick strike complete. And he'll have to check his fillings after that lick, but he did get the first down.
Well, the defense did a nice job taking everything away down the field, but once the drag route was caught, they just couldn't rally to the ball carrier in time to make a tackle, and as a result, new set of downs.
And the Rainbow Warriors with the 1st and 10. Quick release on the RPO. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
They're trying to throw the screen out to the receiver. The defense, though, having none of that. They are just too physical. They're too fast. They force a negative play.
So now it's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Quick screen to the speedster out wide. He'll get it all the way down to the 8-yard line, and the defense is feeling the heat. Guys, Colorado has the lead here. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. And they've swapped into the field, and we'll get it going in the second. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. They'll try to get it in with the run. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. Defense trying to come up with a stop on 2nd and goal. Davis looking to pass. He wants it all. Touchdown, Hawaii. Fit it in the window for the score.
Well, one of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not.
And it's picked off at the goal line. That's one way to make a stop. Past the 50.
Tight coverage by this defense, creating the interception. And, man, for a second, it looked like he was about to house that. The offense does a good job becoming the defense and making the play around midfield.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. It's amazing how play by a defensive end in the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series, but of a game sometimes.
All you're trying to do is create negative plays, to get them behind the sticks a little bit, to get those sacks, to get those tackles for losses. You see so much stunting in college football up front with the defensive line because you know once you get one of those plays, you got the offense right where you want it.
He tries to take the top off. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
And the offense clearly saying, we want to take those deep shots. We want to be aggressive. And I think that's a good strategy because it makes the defense really honor what you're going to do. And just missed a little bit, but I wouldn't be surprised if this offense finds a way to come back to some of those deep plays.
Lewis to throw. Release to the back. Grab near the sticks. It's Miller. Turning it on. The 40. The 20. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Buffaloes.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defense all year long.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the ACC. Virginia Tech picked a bad day to have a bad day. The once proud tradition Frank Beamer built there in Blacksburg, we're a long way from that right now. They're trailing by 14 to Stanford. It wouldn't be the ACC if there weren't this kind of storyline, guys, and we promise to keep you posted.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Hawaii has it back as they send the offense onto the field. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Takes a hit as he fires.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Back to pass. This time it's complete. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
He's been a matchup problem all season long. Defenses just don't know how to solve the puzzle. And with that last catch, over 500 yards receiving now on the year for him.
This offense will snap it from the 42 on 1st and 10. Davis will throw. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming.
Love the physicality of this secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
Motion from the wide receiver. Now the play fake. Here's the heat. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody in the back end expecting throw. That's how you force incompletions and force 4th downs.
On 4th down, they'll throw for it. He'll take another shot here. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. They spun that wheel of fortune on 4th down and come up bankrupt. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. The give is to Miller. Little too soft in that run defense. He picks up 4 to the 32.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Got the 1st down and still on his feet. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Snap's going to come from the 23 on 1st and 10. Lewis wants to pass. Keeping his eyes downfield, rolling left. A strike downfield. Touchdown, Colorado! And they take it in for 6 more points. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Looking to throw on first down. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. Intercepted. Guess even a Heisman Trophy contender can have a miscue. Didn't really have room to operate on the return, but he hands him the ball at the 32. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Leaves it with the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Man, not much wiggle room for the ball carrier there.
I'm not really sure what they can do to try to create some space.
I know. Block better. How about the offensive lineman push some guy backwards and make some holes?
Hands it off. Finding an escape route. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Gets the back moving. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21. The Buffaloes will snap it on 1st and 10. Trying to beat him to the corner on the right. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Got him looking run. He wants to throw. Quick completion on the out route. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
Really nice job there by the quarterback understanding it's blitz, and not just that it's blitz, but knowing whether it's man coverage or zone coverage behind the blitz. You've still got to know where your answer is going to be based on what the defense is doing in the back end, and you add the answer to the test right there.
We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Leaves it with the back. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Buffs!
And man, the defense really needed to stop there. They needed to create some momentum, get the ball back to the offense before the half. But the offense does their job, and they continue to pile on, continue to create momentum. There's going to have to be some questions answered at half with this squad because it's been a struggle in the first half.
And with the extra point, the score is 28-6. They didn't have to cover a ton of ground, moving at 33 yards. And the capper on that drive, the 10-yard touchdown run. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Davis looking to pass. Finds the tight end. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup.
Well, it's a nice pickup on the play by the tight end there, but how about that massive hit on defense, keeping the tight end short of picking up that first down?
2nd down, they'll go to the air. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. The Rainbow Warriors really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. Pulls and fires complete. He ended up losing yardage on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. They were banking on the yards after the catch, but that went into the negative column.
And I'm banking on the ball coming out quick. When I'm a defense and understanding 3rd and short, understand they're going to throw the ball really quickly, try to make a play. The defense knew it, broke on the football, made a nice tackle to force a 4th down.
They're throwing for it on 4th down. He's going to let one go back to the middle. It's incomplete, and they tried to finish this quarter with a bang and couldn't quite connect. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. Go ahead and roll the dice to start this second half. They're lined up for an onside kick. They'd hope to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it.
Man, how about that? You come out of the locker room, you just had a little bit of a break, you rested, you told your club we're going to come out, and now we're going to be aggressive. We're going to kick an onside, even though we're winning and you failed. Now this defense better step up and respond.
Lewis to throw. Now adjusting. Fires left. He's got it. He's there to make the stop, but not before. He sets up this offense 1st and goal from the 7.
And a big reason why this team has the lead in this game is because of plays like that. They know they've got firepower throwing the ball. They've got the dudes outside that can make things happen. You saw it in the first half, and you see it here again early in the 3rd quarter.
They ripped off a huge chunk, and now a little chunk is needed to pay it off. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Picked up some of what they needed on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and goal from the 5. He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on 2nd down, this little 3rd to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
Powers forward. And he'll lose yardage on this play. Loses 2 yards. Great job by the defense. So they'll send out the field goal unit. And he'll boot one from the right hash. He ought to be able to navigate that angle from this distance. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. And now the lead is even bigger.
And you want a touchdown, and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Hawaii ready to go back to work on offense. We'll see if that failed 4th down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
Well, you hear about it all the time in football. Go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And, Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that 1st down. You can see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
Davis will throw. Bringing the heat. Has to uncork this one off his back foot. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Trying to take it back. Inside the 30. He's at the top. Touchdown, Buffaloes. The defense gets it done with that huge interception return.
If you're laser focused on defense and you're dialed into the quarterback and you're breaking on the football when he throws, you get a lot of tips, you get a lot of deflections, and then it just happens to bounce to your guy, and your guy does the rest, takes it all the way back to the house. Big play by this defense.
And he added the extra point. This offense plenty happy enough with the result of that play, so they just let the official put that flag back in his pocket and decline the penalty. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Grab behind the line. It's Russell. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. And the Rainbow Warriors are in the hurry-up.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. No huddle here for the offense.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14. The Rainbow Warriors come to the line with a new set of downs. Caught in the backfield, it's Harris. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over him.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. The RPO, it's complete. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes, he's got some speed, and if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. Looking to throw again. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
Well, this quarterback normally makes defenses look very silly week in, week out with his speed, but he has yet to face a defense like this. This defense accepted the challenge. They have stepped up. They have been disruptive. They have been living in the backfield all game long. That already the third sack of the game for this unit.
Got it in the middle. It's Harris. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Man, aggressive play calls. Everybody wants you to be aggressive. They're aggressive. They take their shot. Now they got to live with a little bit of the consequences. They turn the football over on downs. Now their defense has to go out on the field and make some stops.
First play of this drive comes from the 5-yard line. Miller with the ball. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Running back searching for a hole. Oh, he's got some space. Gets it out to the 27-yard line, and they'll move the chains for a first down.
That is exactly what you want from your offense. Create some space, get out of the shadow of your own end zone, Palmer, and make it easier on this offense.
Yeah, it's nice when you have a running back like that, too, that can create that space for you. Now, if you're the play caller, your entire playbook is wide.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. It'll be a draw. Makes it past the marker. Turns it on in midfield. Sprinting away. Touchdown, Colorado. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Love the play call offensively. They knew the defense were crowding a lot of bodies close to the line of scrimmage, and once they were able to get into the second level, all they had to do was make one guy miss and get one good angle. And with the speed that ball carrier has, man, that thing was a sure shot touchdown.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
A lot of eyeballs on your game, guys, and a few on this interesting matchup as well. Miami is in front. They've led for most of the way. However, Sebastian isn't exactly putting this one in the win column just yet. They're up by 4 over South Carolina. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Davis looking to pass. He'll pull it down and run. Makes a man miss. There he goes. Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. Wants to go up top on first down. Interception, and things are going from bad to worse. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the foot. Back.
And this safety is a ball hawk. He's a playmaker. Not only have we seen him get involved in the running game and make tackles playing downfield, but he plays the center field position as well as anybody in college football, and you saw it right there.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this point, based on how this game has gone, they're just trying to find things to build off of. Maybe that's something they can point to as they get ready for their next opponent, of things they did right, things that they got to do more consistently moving forward.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And he is brought down, but what a way to finish this quarter with the pick. Guys, Colorado has the lead here. Well, guys, so far, this has been a massive beatdown, and it would appear the biggest challenge is what kind of records can they set as we have a look at the 3rd quarter stats. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the 4th. They go back to work with a first down in the final period of this one. The give, and he's looking for room behind the left tackle. They stop him behind the line of scrimmage. He ran through one guy, but not through the rest.
And this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, but whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them, because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front 7 has dominated this entire game. This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
And the Rainbow Warriors come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. They'll try to get the first through the air. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Right on the money. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and what is that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense is going to have to buckle up and really protect their guy up front.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the fourth quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. He unleashes a long one. Brings it in down the left side. Just gashing this defense. A big gainer to the 40-yard line.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
He scrambled forward and got a few. Turn that into a positive play.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. Third and short, coming from the 34. You wonder if this is 4-down territory. Looking to throw. Quickly out on the screen to the wide receiver. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down. They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. Wildcat look didn't get much. Picked up a few on that one. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Looking to buy time. What a nice job by the defense stringing that out and forcing him out of bounds. He got nothing.
And absolutely nothing doing there on the quarterback run. Defense takes all the gaps away. They use their speed to force him to the sidelines. He didn't even gain any yards, guys, before going out of bounds.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
Here's the pressure. They got him for the sack, and that'll be a turnover on downs.
Offensively, this is a beautiful time now because now I get to get all my other guys in the game. Guys that don't get to play that much, we're up. This game's over after that missed fourth down conversion. Now we get to get everybody in the ball game, or if you choose, you know, like Jesse probably would, to go pad some stats and get some more catches, get some more rush yards if that's your thing.
They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. Got the first down and more. Oh, there's an alley to the left. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
Well, what I love about this team early this year is it looks like they can fight through adversity. They started the year 2-0. This game looked like it was in the balance here in the fourth quarter. But after watching them answer with that last touchdown drive, that shows me they've got the mental toughness to potentially make a run this year.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Got his man on the right. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
And this offense is going to have to find more explosive plays. And it can't just rely on the dink and dunk. It's going to have to find itself and score more points. And listen, they got beat up today. But moving on in the future, they've got some good pieces. They got to find a way to fit them together, create some explosive plays on this offense, because today they've been lacking.
Grabbed behind the line. It's Russell. Powers through the defender. And he is brought down, but what a move he put on that first defender. They'll send the back in motion. Looking downfield on first down. It's complete to the right. At the 40, there he goes. He goes out of bounds. Big pickup on the play, but it might be too little too late.
And this offense has got to kick it in high gear now. Making a big play, that is great, but we got to go up-tempo. We got to go fast. We're trailing big in this ball game. We got to put a lot of drives together and maybe even get lucky with an onside kick.
They'll move the wide receiver. Wants to throw on first down. Got it set up on the outside. They drag him down, but not before he's moved the chains, and the screen pass is effective. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. Looking to throw on first down. The throw to the outside is complete. They'll immediately call timeout. Well, that helped the completion percentage, but the idea was yards after the catch, and it didn't happen.
Great job on defense, too. See ball, get ball. They saw exactly when that ball was spit out. You saw the defense fly to the football.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Motion from the back. Little touch pass to the receiver. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. The Rainbow Warriors racing to the line in the hurry-up.
First and goal, Hawaii. White 94 slider choice. White 94 slider choice.
Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. Still on his feet. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. The timeout called by the offense. Clock stopped with 21 seconds left. Looking for just one more yard. It's second and goal. Quarterback looks for a little space. I'm sorry, you're unlikely to win today, but here's a fabulous parting gift. A late touchdown.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
Getting set for the point after. Davis, they fake it, and the kicker's looking to pass. And he's dragged down. Undeterred by this huge deficit in the last half minute, they'll line up for the onside kick. And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
To the air on first down. Catch in the middle. It's Correa. Breaks into the open. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
And they pick up the extra point. Kicker knocked it right down the middle. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking to throw on first down. A deep throw as the clock winds down. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
You know, it's one thing to take shots early in the game when the defense may not be expecting it, but at this point, fourth quarter, you're trailing by a lot. They know you're going to do it, and the defense was expecting that one. Great job in the back end.
Moving away from pressure. And down he goes, and that's going to do it. Didn't have much of a chance there, and the defense puts an exclamation point on this one. It's really the most common type of upset we see every year. The home field advantage is so big, and especially when you have a ranked team come to town, they love to play spoiler.
Yes, and what needed to happen